Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Greenwich High School in Greenwich, Connecticut, Cardinal Pool. We're getting ready for the tip-off, or swim-off, for JV boys water polo between Greenwich High School in dark on our left and Greenwich Aquatics, JV, in white on our right-hand side. Joining me this evening is Richard Kaczynski. Thanks so much, Richard, for all of your efforts in getting us ready to go at live stream. Also thanks to our volunteers, particularly Trudy Clark, who is walking around the pool and taking photos for the boys. I'm going to go through the lineups for each team. Coming into this game, the JV team for Greenwich High School is currently 2-0. The Greenwich High School team is coached by Jimmy Romali and Sam Bass. The Greenwich Aquatics team is coached by Gabriel Maldonado. Now through the lineups. Number 1 for Greenwich High School in dark, Carson Miles, sophomore. Number 2, James Chang, sophomore. Number 3, Marcus Latufo, sophomore. Number 4, Drew Hanna, sophomore. Number 5, Peter Casares, sophomore. Number 6, Keegan Clark, freshman. Number 7, Steph Triant, sophomore. Number 8, Alex Yu, sophomore. Number 9, John Magladielasi. I'm going to call him John Mags, and apologies for any last names to the parents who I butcher out there. Sophomore. Number 10, Shanger Bertucik, freshman. Number 11, Chris Colleen, freshman. Number 12, Santi DeComo, freshman. Number 13, Andrew Lowe, freshman. Number 14, Nicholas Skolmeyer, freshman. Number 15, Tom Pernick, freshman. Number 16, Felix Flaxted, freshman. Number 17, Jackson Steele, freshman. And number 18, Devin Kahn, Jr. On the Greenwich Aquatic side in white, again, they're coached by Gabriel Maldonado. In goal, number 1, James Walker. Number 2, Luke Mendelson. Number 3, Jack Delane. Number 4, Arian Kachadia. Number 5, Michael Kapik. Number 6, Emil Sogard. Number 7, Adam Blum. Number 8, Brady Sullivan. Number 9, Mason Friedman. Number 10, Ben Atkinson. Number 11, Austin Nelson. Number 12, Finn Rosenblum. Number 13, Leo Delacia. Number 14, Connor Ohl. Number 15, Charlie Gow. And number 16, Chase Golden. The boys are getting in the pool. We're almost ready for our swim-off at 7:30. This game will be comprised of 4 7-minute periods. Looks like Greenwich High School will be on the left, shooting at the deep end, going from left to right. And it looks like Greenwich Aquatics will be on the right, shooting at the shallow end, going from right to left. Greenwich High School is in dark. Greenwich Aquatics is in white. Okay, before we start swim-off, starting lineups for Greenwich High School. Number 2, James Chang. Number 9, John Maggs. Number 11, Chris Colleen. Number 1, Carson Miles. Number 10, Shanger Bertucik. Number 7, Steph Triant. And number 3, Marcus Latufo. For the swim-off for Greenwich Aquatics, number 3, Jack Delane. Number 7, Adam Blum. Number 9, Mason Freeman. Number 1, James Walker. Number 6, Emil Sogard. Number 5, Michael Kapik. And number 14, Connor Ohl.
Chris, it's a great night for water polo. Even though we have rain outside, I think the boys, you can feel the excitement. It's palpable. They're very excited to be playing.
This is great. Thanks very much to all the coaches and administrators for getting this going. And the game is off. We have James Chang swimming against Jack Delane. Jack Delane wins the swim-off, passes to number 7, Adam Blum. Number 7, Adam Blum passes to number 6, Emil Sogard. Back to number 7, Adam Blum. Number 7, Adam tosses into set. Number 9, Mason. Ordinary. Mason passes back to Emil. Ordinary. Emil passes number 7, Adam Blum. 7, Adam passes over to number 5, Michael Kapik. Number 7, Steph Triant on defense. Number 3, Marcus Latufo on defense. Into set. Mason Freeman. Save made by Carson Miles. Change of possession. GHS with the ball. Carson holding on to the ball, looking down pool. Carson passed to number 7, Steph Triant. 7 passed number 2, James Chang. James with the ball, passed to number 3, Marcus. Marcus with the ball, ordinary foul, guarded by Connor Ohl. Marcus passed the ball back to number 2, James Chang. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Number 10, Shunger with the ball. Pass to number 11, Chris Colleen. Chris draws an ordinary exclusion against number 6, White. Man up for Greenwich High School. 30 seconds left. Shunger passes to number 2, James. James moves it in, passes to number 9, John. John passes to 10, Shungor. Shunger's got the ball. 20 seconds left in the shot clock. Shunger passes to 2, James. James to number 3, Marcus. Marcus back to Shungar. Shungar shoots, block made by number 7, Adam Blum, recovered by John. John with the ball, passes to Shungar. Shungar holds to the ball, fighting for the ball. Looks like recovered by Greenwich Aquatics. Adam Blum with the ball, passes ahead to number 9, Mason Freeman. James Chang goes out to meet him. James on the ball. Stop the counter, ordinary foul. Mason passed the ball to 6, Emil. Emil passed to 5, Michael. Michael passed the ball in. Off the bottom foul. We got to remember that the shallow end of the pool, folks. One of the unique nuances of Greenwich High School. 5:10 left in the period. Passed the ball ahead to number 3, Marcus Latufo. Setting up on offense, Marcus passes to number 10, Shungar. Number 11, Chris is at hole set. Shungar takes the long-range shot and scores a goal. Goal 1-0 Greenwich High School. 4:59 left in the first period. Scored by number 10, Shungar.
And Chris, we're in early here, but both the teams really kind of are fighting back and forth. So really,
absolutely, absolutely. Don't worry, my son is Chris. I'm Mike. You got me, buddy. Okay, I've got a exclusion foul against 10. Dark, man up, Greenwich Aquatics with 4:45 left in the period. Number 14, Connor Oll with the ball. Passes back to number 3, Jack Delane. Jack passed the ball to Connor Oll. Passes it in to number 9, Mason Freeman. What a nice save by Carson Miles. Man up, over. 4:30 left in the period. Carson with the ball, looking down pool. Greenwich swimming ahead. Passes to number 10, Shungar.
And if you're just tuning in, we're in the first period. 4:25 left to go. Greenwich Aquatics is in Greenwich High School is in the dark caps, and Greenwich Aquatics is in the white cap.
Got a foul going the other way. Greenwich High School ball. 10 Shungar with the ball. Pass it back to 1 Carson. Carson looks down pool. He passes it up ahead to number 7, who's Steph. Steph looks around. Passes to number 11, Chris Clean at hole set. Exclusion drawn by 11, Chris Clean. Hole set against 3 white. Passes the ball to number 3, Marcus. Marcus swims in. Passes it to 10, Shungar. Man up, GHS. 3:50 left in the period. Passes it to number 2, James Chang, who scores the man-up goal off the assist from number 9, John Maggs. It is now 2-0 Greenwich High School with 3:44 left in the first period.
Great. And delighted to say we've got 21 of you guys watching. We're very excited. We set this up today. We expect to broadcast all Greenwich High School games, and we'll also do some sharing with our friends at Brunswick and figure out who's going to stream it, but super excited to get this live.
Great. We had a couple lineup changes. We have number 12, Santi DeComo, coming in, as well as number 16, Felix Flaxted. Going out were number 9, John, and number 3, Marcus. 3:20 left in the period. Pass to number 12, Santi. Santi with the ball. Pass to number 3, Marcus. Ordinary foul. Passes to number 16, Felix. Passing to number 11, Chris Clean at hole set. Exclusion drawn by number 11, Chris Clean. Passes to number 3. Passes it over to 16, Felix. Man up, Greenwich High School with 3 minutes left in the period. Pass to number 9, John. John takes the shot. Blocked by number 9, Greenwich Aquatics. That's Mason Freeman. Man up is over. Greenwich Aquatics with the ball. 2-0 Greenwich High School. 2:50 left in the period. Greenwich Aquatics in white, moving from right to left. I've got number 3, Jack Delane with the ball. Pass to number 6, Emil Sogard. Pass to number 14, Connor Oll. Back to 3, Jack Delane. Jack passed the ball up into the middle. I've got an exclusion foul against number 10, Dark, who passes it into number 9, Mason Freeman. The save made by Carson. Nice save.
Mike, you're very good at this.
Okay.
Stats and everything.
Man up, over. 2:19 left in the period. 2-0 Greenwich High School. Number 12, Santi with the ball. Passes to number 3, Marcus Latufo. Ordinary foul, guarded by number 9, Mason Freeman. Passes to number 6, Keegan Clark. Keegan takes the long-range shot. It is blocked by number 14. 2 minutes left in the period, give or take. Greenwich Aquatics with the ball, moving from right to left.
Yeah, I'll tell you, there's boys are playing very, very well.
Turnover, picked up by Chris Clean, number 11, passed back to Carson Miles. Passes ahead to number 12, Santi DeComo.
Just do a shout out to Bharat. Thank you, Bharat, for clarifying our position on the screen. We're not sure what's going on, but there we go. Thank you.
Exclusion foul drawn by number 16, Felix Flaxted, on number 14, White. Man up, Greenwich High School, 1:30 left in the period. Pass the ball, number 3, Marcus. Man up condition. Marcus takes the shot. Block made by number 9, Mason Freeman. Man up is over. Greenwich Aquatics with the ball, 1:20 left in the period. Still 2-0 Greenwich High School.
So just so everyone knows, apparently we were broadcasting what you saw horizontally, we saw just fine on our side. So thank you for sharing. We're at the limit of an iPhone right now.
Exclusion foul against number 9, Dark, leads to a man-up goal by number 9, White. It is now 2-1 Greenwich High School with 1:06 left in the first period.
All right. That's strange. I'm surprised by the camera tilted. We'll try to fix that at the half.
All right, we'll take a look at that.
As a broadcast.
Hey, this is pretty good for our first time doing this, Rich, so we'll have hopefully people deal with us.
You got a good team here.
Yep. Okay, number 11, Chris Clean with the ball. 1 minute left in the period. Number 11, Chris, passed the ball to number 13, Andrew Lowe. Back to number 11, Chris Clean. Chris moves up, passed the ball over to number 17, Jackson Steele. Jackson passes it in, and it looks like I've got inside 2 meters by somebody. I'm not sure in Greenwich High School, so it's a turnover. Greenwich Aquatics ball. Greenwich Aquatics with the ball in white. Over to number 10, Ben Atkinson. Guarded by number 16, Felix Flaxted. Number 5, Michael Kapik with the ball, passes it in. Number 13, Angelo swims for the ball, gets the turnover, Greenwich High School ball. 2-1 Greenwich High School, 20 seconds left in the period. Carson Miles passed it up number 17, Jackson Steele. Jackson sets up, guarded by Michael Kapik, passes it back to number 13, Andrew Lowe. Andrew passes to number 11, Chris Clean, who dumps it in to Santi DeComo, number 12. Ordinary foul. Santi gets the ball. There are 5 seconds left in the period. They're going to have to shoot. They're going to have to shoot the ball. Number 16, Felix shoots the ball long range. Save made by goalie James Walker. At the end of the first period is 2-1 Greenwich High School. So what do you think about all that, Rich?
I think I'm going to try to fix the camera so we can go horizontal on this thing. All right. Looks like no possibilities. So that's okay. All right. So we've got 31 people watching. Hope you're having a great evening. We've got tomorrow's lineup is at 1:15.
That's correct.
It'll be here at Greenwich. We will be live streaming that game as well. Hopefully we'll figure out a couple things. Number 1, we'll figure out how we can hold this camera horizontally and get a better field of vision. Number 2, we'll make sure that you can go to the Vimeo site and actually just do a search on GHS Water Polo, which, by the way, worked fine this morning when I set it up, but not so great tonight. So if you have the link and you want to pass it around to family and friends, that's exactly why we're doing this today. And due to this crazy COVID situation, we're delighted, A, that the boys could play, and B, that you guys could join us tonight.
Yeah, this is, honestly, for me, this is my first live water polo action in over 6 months, and let's just say it's scratching an itch right now, hopefully for a lot of people out there as well. Really, really happy the boys were able to get into the pool and get some really, really good competition going. Nice game, too. It's a close game, I tell you, going back and forth.
Absolutely, and I think look, a lot of these kids, everyone plays together. You're either playing at the Y, at Chelsea, or here, or at Brunswick. So it's great that, the boys are all smiling, they know each other, and that's really kind of what it's all about, having fun and some great competition.
Right. It's great there are coaches, too, again. Obviously, GHS coached by Jibby Romali, head coach, assistant coach Sam Bass, and then we've got Gabriel Maldonado coaching for Greenwich Aquatics today. Special thanks to our volunteer, again, Rich Kaczynski, for setting up the Vimeo feed, Trudy Clark for doing the photos, our 2 referees here, and then, of course, my name is Mike Colleen, and I'm
Mike,
whining in your ear.
You may get a contract out of this deal. Let's talk about the starting lineup.
Yes, exactly. So we're getting ready for the second period. Starting lineup for Greenwich High School, number 13, Andrew Lowe doing the swim-off, number 17, Jackson Steele, number 12, Santi DeComo. In goal, number 1, Carson Miles, number 11, Chris Clean, number 16, Felix Flaxted, and number 6, Keegan Clark. Swimming against them for Greenwich Aquatics in white, going from right to left. I can't really see the first number on the swim-off. It looks like it's number 2, Luke Mengelson. Then I've got number 9, Mason Freeman, number 10, Ben Atkinson. I think in goalie I've got number 1, James Walker, number 7, Adam Blum, number 6, Emil Sogard, and number 11, Austin Nelson.
And Just to let people know, it is in portrait mode because we don't know how to change it to horizontal mode.
That will be our halftime project when we've got a little bit more time.
Exactly. If by chance we do get disconnected, what we suggest you do is follow this feed. So make sure you follow my account, and that will anything that broadcasts will be pushed to you.
Swim off one by number 13, Andrew Lowe. Passes it back to number 17, Jackson Steele. Jackson passes to 12, Santi. Turnover, steal made by Greenwich Aquatics. Number 7, Adam Blum with the ball. 6:45 left in the period. 2-1 Greenwich High School winning. Greenwich Aquatics in white is moving from left to right. Greenwich High School in dark is moving from right to left on your screen. Number 7, Adam Blum with the ball. Guarded by number 12, Santi DeComo. Ordinary foul. Number 7, Adam with the ball. Passes it up. Passes it to number 11, Austin Nelson, who passes number 6, Emil Sogard. Neil passes number 9, Mason Freeman. Backhand shot made by Mason Freeman. That's a goal scored at 6:26 in the second period. It is now 2-2, tied between Greenwich High School and Greenwich Aquatics. Chris Killeen with the ball for Greenwich High School. Passes ahead to number 16, Felix Flaxted. Felix with the ball. Ordinary foul. Felix retrieves the ball. Passes number 17, Jackson Steele. Jackson's guarded by number 10, Ben Atkinson. Jackson looks down pool. Passes number 12, Santi DeComo. Ordinary foul. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Santi rises up, passes it in. And I've got some form of ordinary foul. It might have been pushing off the bottom. Again, this is the shallow end of the pool. 5:55 left in the period. 2-2, Greenwich Aquatics with the ball. Number 10, Ben Atkinson with the ball, guarded by 17, Jackson Steele. Number 11, Austin Nelson with the ball, guarded by number 6, Keegan Clark. Number 11, Chris Killeen on 7, Adam Blum. 10 seconds left in the shot clock, back to Ben Atkinson. Pass the ball into number 2, Luke Mendelson, guarded by Andrew Lowe. Ordinary foul. Exclusion foul against number 13, Dark. Man up, Greenwich Aquatics, new shot clock. Number 7, Adam Blum with the ball. Off the cage, retrieved by number 16, Felix Flaxted, who passes number 13, Andrew Lowe. 5:15 left in the period, 2-2, tied between Greenwich High School and Greenwich Aquatics. Andrew with the ball, swimming down pool. Andrew passed the ball to number 17, Jackson Steele. Jackson rises up, takes the shot, missed shot, Greenwich Aquatics with the ball. 5 minutes left in the period, 2-2 tied. GA with the ball, going from left to right. Passes to number 6, Emil Sogard. Passes to number 11, Austin Nelson. Austin with the ball, guarded by Keegan Clark. Pass back to Emil, guarded by Andrew Lowe. Emil passes it in to number 2, Luke Mendelson. I've got a 2-meter violation. He was in too far for the ball. That's kind of our version of offside, so Greenwich High School ball. Pass the ball up to number 17, Jackson Steele. Jackson with the ball, looking down pool. Jackson with the ball, moves in. Jackson takes the shot. Save made by James Walker. Good effort by Andrew Lowe to try to get the ball. 4:30 left in the period. 2-2. Greenwich Aquatics with the ball. Passes to number 9, Mason Freeman. Mason with the ball, guarded by 11, Chris Killeen. Passes it back to number 6, Emil Sogard, guarded by number 13, Andrew Lowe. Chris Killeen on the ball. Ball under. It's turnover. Chris Killeen with the ball. Passes it ahead to Andrew Lowe. Oh, he missed it. Turnover, Greenwich High School. Okay, good try, but that didn't work out. 4 minutes left in the period. Greenwich Aquatics with the ball, 2-2. James Walker with the ball, looking down pool. Pass to number 6, Emil Sogard. Emil's guarded by number 13, Andrew Lowe. Number 11, Chris Killeen on the ball. Number 12, Santi DeComo guarding the ball. Exclusion against number 12, Dark. Man up for Greenwich Aquatics. Pass the ball to number 9, Mason Freeman. Over to number 2, Luke Mendelson. Luke swimming in, guarded by 17, Jackson. Pass back to number 9, Mason, guarded by number 16, Felix. And number 6, Emil with the ball. Pass number 11, Austin. Austin passes back to number 9, Mason. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Number 10, Ben Atkinson with the ball. Man up is over. We're back to even strength. Block made by number 11, Chris Killeen. New shot clock. It's Greenwich High School ball. 2-2, 3:20 left in the period. Greenwich High School with the ball. Passes over to number 12, Santi DeComo. Santi with the ball. Pass number 17, Jackson Steele. Jackson scores the goal off the assist from Santi. Nice play. It is now 3-2 Greenwich High School, winning with 3:10 left in the second period.
And thanks for some technical pointers, but it's not a problem of the screen being locked. It is the aspect ratio of the phone.
We've had some lineup changes. In the pool for Greenwich High School, I've now got number 17, Jackson Steele, number 3, Mark Latufo, number 7, Steph Triet, number 2, James Chang, number 9, John Maggs, and number 13, Andrew Lowe. Greenwich Aquatics with the ball. Ball is past number 10, Ben Atkinson, guarded by number 17, Jackson Steele. Ben with the ball. I've got a exclusion foul against 7 Dark. It is a man up for Greenwich Aquatics with 2:56 left in the period. Number 16, Chase Goldstein with the ball, pass number 7, Adam Blum. Back to number 16, Chase. Chase with the ball, pass back to Adam. Adam passed the ball over to Jack. Steal made, back to Jack. Jack packs the ball to number 7, Adam Blum. Shot taken, save made by Carson Miles. Man up condition is over. Number 7, Steph Trion's back in the pool. 2:30 left in the period. Greenwich High School with the ball. Carson passed the ball to number 7, Steph. Steph swimming up on the right-hand side. Steph passed to number 17, Jackson Steele. Jackson's looking. Jackson takes the shot. Save made by James Walker for Greenwich Aquatics. 2:15 left in the period. 2-2. And it looks like a timeout was made by Greenwich High School with 2:16 left in the period. Greenwich High School winning 3-2.
What do you think that button there? So try it. This is settings. That's not going to do anything. Let me try this. Okay, so we're kind of stuck with what we got. That's too bad. That's what we want, but that's not going to take it. So we'll just go back like that.
So what's happening is when you're turning it, it's
Correct.
Do you have your lock screen on for your iPhone?
No, that was a little angel texted me, and that is not the solution. I wish it was.
Okay, we have some lineup changes for Greenwich High School. In the pool, I've got number 2, James Chang, number 7, Steph Triot, number 3, Mark Latufo, number 13, Andrew Lowe, number 9, John Maggs, number 8, Alex Yu, and in goal, number 1, Carson Miles. In the pool for Greenwich Aquatics, I have number 3, Jack Delane, number 10, Ben Atkinson, number 7, Adam Blum, number 6, Emil Sogard, number 12, Finn Rosenbaum. In goal, I have number 1, James Walker. So coming out of the timeout, looks like it's going to be Greenwich Aquatics ball. And they're going to start winning. Greenwich High School is winning 3-2 with 2:15 left in the period. Again, Greenwich Aquatics is in white, going from left to right. Greenwich High School is in dark, going from right to left.
And again, if you're just tuning in, we want to let you know, no, I do not have the screen lock on. This is an aspect ratio challenge. We'll get it right for tomorrow. But as of now, Vimeo will not let the image flilt to a horizontal position. It's vertical only. So sorry, we're trying to keep as wide a shot as possible.
That was a goal just scored by number 7, Adam Blum. The score is now 3-3 tied, 2:06 left in the period. Number 9, John with the ball. I've got an offensive foul against 13 Dark. Greenwich Aquatics with the ball, 2 minutes left in the period. James passed the ball to number 6, Emil, who passed the ball to number 10, Ben. Guarded by number 8, Alex Yu. Shot taken off cage by number 7, Adam Blum. Number 1, Carson's look with the ball. I got 1:40 left in the period. Number 7, Steph Triant with the ball, swimming up. Steph passes to number 9, John. John looking at the ball, looking in. Ordinary foul. I've got a exclusion foul against 6 white. Man up, Greenwich High School. Missed shot. Exclusion over. 1:20 left in the period, still tied 3-3. Number 6, Emil with the ball, guarded by number 8, Alex Yu. Number 10, Ben acts the ball, guarded by 7, Steph Triot. Shot taken by number 3, Jack Delane, off cage. Carson with the ball, 1:03 left in the period, tied 3-3, Greenwich High School and GA. Number 7, Steph Trion with the ball. Steph is swimming. Pass the ball to number 9, John. John passed to number 13, Andrew Lowe. James Chang at set, fighting for position. John with the ball, rises up, passes to number 3, Marcus Latufo. Marcus with the ball, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Turnover, steal, Jack Delane with the ball, passes it back to number 1, James Walker. 35 seconds left in the period, 25 on the shot clock. Ben Atkinson, number 10, White with the ball, guarded by Alex Yu. Ben passed the ball to 7, Adam Blubb, guarded by Andrew Lowe. Back to Ben. Passes it in, number 3, Jack Delane. Jack passed the ball out to number 12, Finn. Finn takes the shot, blocked by number 9, John. John recovers the ball. 16 seconds left in the period. Greenwich High School with the ball. They'll likely hold for a final shot. Passes up ahead to number 13, Andrew Lowe. 10 seconds left in the period. Guarded by Andrew Blum. Ordinary foul. 13, Andrew with the ball. Pass to number 7, Steph. Steph's going to rise up and take that shot. Ordinary foul. He gets the shot off, and he scores the goal. The final shot of the period. Goal scored by Steph Triot. It is 4-3 Greenwich High School winning at the end of the second period.
All right, Mike, so we're going to try to fix the resolution of the screen. So you can go grab yourself a cold one or a warm one, whatever your pleasure, and we'll be back in a couple minutes.
Sounds great. Am I talking too much, or is it helpful doing this?
No, but see how that's like that? It doesn't rotate.
It's not pivoting.
That's the challenge.
So there's not really much I can do. Are we recording right now still?
Yes.
Okay, folks, just a couple of halftime stats. It's 4-3 at halftime. Scoring goals for Greenwich High School. 1 goal scored by number 2, James Chang. 1 goal scored by number 7, Steph Triot. 1 goal scored by number 10, Shungar Bartuchik. And 1 goal by number 17, Jackson Steele.
Can you give me a browser? Thanks. You said to get on the browser. Let's try to look it up. See if we can find the answer. Cool. Thank you.
For Greenwich Aquatics, they've got 3 goals. 2 goals are scored by number 9, Mason Freeman, and 1 goal scored by number 7, Adam Blum. Fair number of exclusions. I don't know if I got them all. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 exclusions called against Greenwich High School. So 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 against Greenwich Aquatics. Okay, we're starting this third period. I've got a swim off, number 10, Shungar Bartuchik against number 14, Connor Ohl. And I got a jump ball. Also in the pool for Greenwich High School, number 9, John, number 12, Santi, number 7, Steph, number 2, James. Jump ball was won by Greenwich Aquatics. So Greenwich Aquatics ball. I've also, for Greenwich High School, got number 11, Chris in the pool. For Greenwich Aquatics, I got number 14, Connor, number 7, Adam, number 9, Mason, number 3, Jack, number 12, Finn, and number 16, Chase. Ball into number 3, Jack Delane. Exclusion foul against number 9, John. That may be his third. I'm not sure. I think that's actually 2. Okay. Number 12, Finn with the ball. Man up, Greenwich Aquatics. Stolen. Exclusion against number 10, Shungar, for jumping off the bottom of the pool. Okay, so it looks like it's a double man up. Number 9, Mason with the ball. Number 14, Connor. Connor takes the shot and scores the man up goal. It is now 4-4 with 6:19 left in the third period. Okay, 4-4 in the pool. I've got 2 James, 11 Chris, 16 Felix, 12 Santi, 7 Steph, and 17 Jackson for Greenwich High School. Number 12, Santi with the ball. Santi passed the ball in to number 16, Felix. I've got looks like an ordinary foul. So they're resetting a little bit. Okay, Felix has got the ball, passed it to himself, passed to number 12, Santi. Santi with the ball, guarded by 3, Jack. Passes to number 16, Felix. Felix is moving the ball. Pass it in to number 11, Chris Clean. That's set. Ordinary foul. Chris gets the ball, passes it back to Felix. Felix takes the shot. Save made by James Walker. 4-4 tied. 5:50 left in the period. Greenwich Aquatics with the ball. James Walker looks downfield, down court, down pool. Pardon me. And I got with the ball. So James looking at the ball. Passes to number 14, Connor, guarded by number 16, Felix Flaxstead. Connor with the ball, passes it in. Guarded to number 9, Mason Freeman. Save made. Great save by Carson. Carson passed the ball. Oh! Passed it to Felix. And Felix makes a nice goal on the assist from Carson. Beautiful play. It is now 5-4 Greenwich High School with 5:20 left in the period.
Can't fix it right now. It's too difficult to read.
Okay, 5-4 Greenwich High School, 5:20 left in the period. Greenwich Aquatics with the ball. Number 9 Mason passes back to number 16 Chase Goldstein. Chase Goldstein with the ball, guarded by 11 Chris Clean. Ordinary foul. Number 14 Connor Oll with the ball. I have an exclusion foul against 7 Dark, man up for Greenwich Aquatics. Number 14 Connor was with the ball, and I'm not sure what's going on. They're doing something. Oh, it looked like the exclusion was against 12, not 7. 7, sorry. They changed it up. Okay, still man up Greenwich Aquatics. Pass the ball to number 9 Mason, guarded by 11 Chris Clean. Number 14 Connor with the ball. Shot taken, goal scored by Connor Oll on the man up condition. It is now tied 5-5 with 4:54 left in the period. Again, the pull for Greenwich High School, 16 Felix, 7 Steph, 11 Chris, 17 Jackson, 2 James, 12 Santi with 1 Carson in goal. 4:54 left in the period, 5-5, Chris with the ball. Chris passed back to 12 Santi, guarded by number 3 Jack Delane. Pass to 17 Jackson, guarded by 9 Mason Friedman. Ordinary fall, Jackson with the ball. Chris going the whole set, passes back to Santi. Santi passes it into Chris. Ordinary foul. Chris with the ball. Passes number 17 Jackson. Jackson takes the shot. Save made by number 1 James Walker. 4:35 left in the period. 5-5 tie. Passes the ball ahead. Chris Clean swimming the ball, guarding number 9 Mason Friedman. Mason passed the ball to number 7 Adam Blum. Exclusion foul against number 16 Dark Felix. He had to do it. Man up Greenwich Aquatics. Pass back to number 14 Connor Oll. Pass to number 4 Arian. Offensive foul. Man up over. It is now 5-5 still, 4:11 in the period. Pass ahead, number 17 Jackson Steele. Jackson swims in, and Jackson scores on the breakaway. It is now 6-5 Greenwich High School with 4 minutes left in the period.
They're really battling back and forth, Mike.
This is
right?
This is quite the game, Rich.
This is like last week against 2 squads, high school and Greenwich Aquatics. We saw the same thing, just battling, back and forth.
Really enjoy watching the high-quality water polo here. Okay, have a couple lineup changes. Greenwich Aquatics with the ball. Number 6, Emil with the ball, guarded by number 13, Andrew Lowe. Number 16, Felix Flaxstead, steals the ball. And a little bit of a counter for Greenwich High School. Felix with the ball, Greenwich High School swimming. Pass to number 13, Andrew Lowe. Pass to 11, Chris Clean. Back to 13, Andrew. Andrew guarded by 6, Emil. Counter is over. Passes it to number, what was that pass? A little close. Number 7, Steph with the ball. Steph swims in, 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Passes to number 15, Tom Pernick. Tom swims in, passes it in to number 11, Chris Clean. Turnover, steal made by number 14, Connor Oll. 3:23 left in the period. Greenwich Aquatics with the ball. Pass the ball over to number 8, Brady Sullivan. Brady passes to number 7, Adam Blum, guarded by number 15, Tom Pernick. Adam with the ball, pass number 6, Emil Sogard, guarded by Andrew Lowe. Passes it in, ordinary foul, Mason Freeman. Passes it back to Adam Blum. Passes into 3, Jack Delane, guarded by number 12, Santi DeComo. Shot taken. Touched by the goalie, so that's a 2-meter, which is a corner kick for all you soccer fans. So new shot clock. Greenwich Aquatics ball, 3 minutes left in the period. Greenwich High School winning 6-5. So number 14, Connor Oll, is going to take it in, pass it to himself. Steph Triette's going to go out to meet him. Number 7, Adam Blum with the ball. Felix makes the steal and swims ahead. Nice play by Felix Flaxstead. Look at him go. Swimming to the goal on the fast break. Caught up to by number 8, Brady Sullivan. Nice recovery by Greenwich Aquatics. Pass it to 11, Chris Clean. Chris with the ball. Swims it in. Passes it into set to Andrew Lowe. Andrew Lowe is guarded by 6, Emil. Andrew takes the shot. Save made by James Walker. Still 6-5 Greenwich High School with 2:30 left in the period. It's passed ahead to number 9, Mason Freeman. Trailer, Chris Clean. Save made. What a save by Carson. Oh, my goodness. My goodness.
Good heads-up play on the attack, but Carson was there.
Turnover caused by number 14, Connor Oll. And now I've got off the bottom of the pool against number 9, Mason. So 12, Santi passed the ball ahead. Exclusion foul drawn by number 11, Chris Clean against 14, White. Timeout called by Greenwich High School. It is a man up with 1:58 left in the period, and Greenwich High School winning 6-5. I'll tell you, Rich, that was tough to keep up with. A lot of action in that last sequence. It seemed like they were going back and forth with one steal after the other.
Yeah, and again, closely matched teams, and these kids all play against each other all year long, basically. So it's great to see.
One of the things I'm really impressed with is the swimming. I mean, these kids had a period of time where they were out of the water for a while, and I know they've all been working really hard with their respective clubs, a lot of them with their swim teams, and you can sort of see it in the pool. I'm getting tired watching them.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and I think essentially what we've seen, here in this area is very strong swimming skills and the ability to, frankly, with most teams, to outlast them. And I think here, these guys are going to go stroke to stroke the whole game.
I think both teams are blessed with depth as well. It's great to see the kids getting into the pool and doing that. Okay, so we're coming out of the timeout. Man-up condition for Greenwich High School, winning 6-5 with 1:58 left in the period. Carson passed the ball to number 6, Keegan Clark. Keegan swims it in. Passes to number 9, John. John passes to number 7, Steph. Back to number 16, Felix. 14 seconds left in the shot clock. Pass to number 7, Steph. Steph takes the shot and scores on the man up. It is now 7-5 Greenwich High School with 1:35 left in the period.
And those are just important. You've got to capitalize on a man-up situation, right? And so, take advantage of it.
Absolutely. Okay, 7-5 Greenwich High School in dark, beating Greenwich Aquatics in white. 1:35 left in the period. Greenwich Aquatics with the ball. Number 7, Adam Blum. Pass to number 6, Emil Sogard. Guarded by number 16, Felix Flackstead. Passes the ball to number 10, Ben Atkinson. Number 4 goes out to meet him. Number 14, Connor Oll. Passes it to number 7, Adam Blum. Ordinary foul. Adam passed the ball to number 8, Brady Sullivan. Guarded by 2, James Chang. Brady with the ball. Guarded by James. Passes it in. And I've got a ball under caused by number 6, Keegan Clark. Nice play. Carson passed the ball ahead to number 2, James Chang. James guarded by 8, Brady Sullivan. Greenwich Aquatics is recovered, no counter. Number 11, Chris is at hole set. Number 6, Keegan, looking. Pass it back to number 2, James. Ordinary foul. Pass back to number 6, Keegan. Keegan passes it into Chris Clean. Ordinary foul. Chris passes it out to number 16, Felix. Felix takes the shot off the cage. Oh, close shot. 50 seconds left in the period. Greenwich Aquatics ball. Passes up to Connor Oll. Connor being guarded by number 5, Peter Casares. Connor swims the ball. Connor takes the shot, scores the goal. Nice play. And it is now 7-6 Greenwich High School with 37 seconds left in the period.
Back to a 1 point back and forth.
I think it's going to be like this all night, Rich. I'm not seeing any difference. Okay, 37 seconds left in the period. 7-6 Greenwich High School. Greenwich High School with the ball. Number 2, James Chang is going to start the play. In the pool, I've got 4, Drew Hanna. Number 16, Felix Flackstead. Number 2, James Chang. Number 6, Keaton Clark. Number 5, Peter Casares. Number 11, Chris Clean. 16, Felix Flackstead with the ball, guarded by 14, Connor Oll for Greenwich Aquatics. Felix gets the ball. Pass back to 11, Chris Clean. Chris swims it up. Chris passes it over to number 4, Drew Hanna. Drew passed the ball into 2, James Chang. Turnover. Greenwich Aquatics ball, 15 seconds left in the period. James passed the ball up to number 3, Jack Delane. Chris Clean guards the ball. Block made. Recovery. 3 seconds left in the period. Last second shot, and they don't get the shot off. So at the end of 3, the score is 7-6 Greenwich High School. 1 more period to go.
And someone had a great recommendation. If you'd like to see this in widescreen, go get 2 black pieces of construction paper and hold one on the top and one on the bottom, and that will give you the effect of a 16:9 ratio. So we adapt, improvise, and overcome.
I've never ceased to amaze by the creativity and wisdom of our viewing audience. Right?
We do what we can.
Okay, so as is the custom here at Greenwich High School, the boys switch in between periods. So now I will have Greenwich High School going from right to left, shooting on the shallow end. Again, Greenwich High School's in dark, and I will have Greenwich Aquatics going from left to right, shooting on the deep end. Again, Greenwich Aquatics is in white. Score is 7-6. Just a quick update on the stats. I've, again, 7 goals for Greenwich High School. James Chang has 1, Steph Trion has 2, Chungar Bartushik has 1, Felix Flaxted has 1, and Jackson Steele has 2. For Greenwich Aquatics, Adam Blum has 1, Mason Friedman 2, and Connor Ohl 3. So pretty good distribution, a lot of kids getting into the action. Again, really close game.
Let's do our lineups as we get into the
Absolutely. So,
fourth and final period.
So doing the swim off for Greenwich Aquatics, number 3, Jack Delane. Also in the pool, number 9, Mason Freeman. Number 14, Connor Ohl. Number 7, Adam Blum. Number 6, Emil Sogard. Number 12, Michael Kapek. Doing the swim off for Greenwich High School, I've got number 16, Felix Flaxted. Also number 11, Chris Clean. Number 7, Steph Triant. Number 9, John Maggs. Number 3, Marcus Latufo. And number 14, Nicholas Skolmeyer. In goals, I've got number 1, Carson Miles for Greenwich High School. And number 1, James Walker for Greenwich Aquatics. The swim off is beginning. James against Felix. Felix wins the swim off, pass the ball back to number 11, Chris Clean. Chris passed the ball to number 9, John. John swims the ball up, pass to number 3, Marcus. Guarded by Emil, passes to number 7, Steph at set. I've got exclusion foul drawn by number 7 against number 14, White. Pass the ball back to number 9, John. John swims in, passes to number 3, Marcus. Pass to number 11, Chris Clean. Chris takes the ball, 10 seconds off, pass to number 9, John. John swims in, passes to number 16, Felix. Felix passed the ball number 9, John. John takes the shot and scores off the assist on the man-up goal. It is now 8-6 Greenwich High School with 6:30 left in the period.
That was quick. That was 30 seconds into the period. So.
Yeah, it makes a quick play. Again, like you said before, you've really got to capitalize on those man-up because goals are otherwise hard to come by. Okay, number 6, Emil with the ball. Number 3, Marcus going out to meet him. Emil passes to number 7. Steal made by number 9, John. Oh, careful there. Passes back to 1, Carson Miles, excuse me. Passes up to 16, Felix Flaxted. Felix swims it in. Passes over to number 9, over his head. Number 14, Nicholas grabs the ball and passes it back to number 9, John. John's got the ball, John Maggs. Passes it in number 11, Chris Colleen. I've got off the bottom of the pool, that's really tough on the shallow end. The boys have got to watch out for it. Again, one of the unique nuances of our local pool here. All right.
Not something that will be changed.
Unfortunately not. Okay, 5:50 left in the period. Greenwich Aquatics with the ball. Number 5, Michael Kapek. Passes number 7, Adam Blum, who passes number 9, Mason Freeman. Guarded by 16, Felix Flaxted. Shot made from the set position by number 3, Jack Delane. It is now 8-7 Greenwich High School with 5:40 left in the period.
I talked to Coach Lowe about the depth of the pool, and one of the things that he told me, it's interesting, is below here is very kind of soft ground. So back when they built this pool, they filled it in with a lot of concrete.
Yeah, and I'm thinking the EPA doesn't want us to actually do anything about it. Okay, I've got an exclusion drawn by number 9 against number 6, White. Man up Greenwich High School. Pass to number 3, Marcus. Marcus passed to 11, Chris. Chris passes it in, back to number 3, Marcus. Pass to 11, Chris. Chris swims up. Passes to number 16, Felix. Felix takes the shot. Missed shot. And man up is over. It is still 8-7 Greenwich High School with 5:07 left in the period.
They're going to switch out. Number 10 is coming in for Aquatics.
Okay, 10 is in for 6 Whites. That's 10 back. That's it. Chris Clean goes out to meet him. Number 9, Mason Freeman on the ball. Chris goes out to meet him. Ben Atkinson with the ball. Number 7, Adam Blum with the ball, guarded by 9, John. And I think I got a 5-meter. Yes, we got a 5-meter against 9 dark. And it looks like number 7, Adam Blum, is going to take the penalty shot. So 5-meter drawn, penalty, 4:50 left in the period. Penalty shot taken by Adam Blum. I think that may be John's last, and so he's going out of the pool. He's being replaced by number 12, Santi DeComo. Adam takes the shot. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Nice heads
Oh my goodness.
Nice heads up play.
Oh my goodness. Wow, that was exciting.
Frankly, nice heads up play by both players.
Exactly. It worked. The ball
didn't
bounced
go.
to funny in that one. Exactly. So no goal. 4:35 in the period. 11 Chris Clean with the ball. Pass it back to Steph Triant. Steph's got the ball. Turnover. Stolen by Jack Delane. 4:30 left in the period. Greenwich Aquatics with the ball. James Walker with the ball, looking down pool. Greenwich Aquatics going from left to right. Passes over to 10 Ben Atkinson, guarded by 12 Santi DeComo. Passes to number 9 Mason Freeman, guarded by number 3 Marcus Latufo. Passes it into number 7 Adam Blum, ordinary foul. Passes it out to number 2. Passes it back into number 7. Exclusion against number 11 Dark. Man up, Greenwich Aquatics. Man up, number 9, Mason Freeman with the ball. Pass to number 5, pass to number 2. I don't know what I've just got. I've got a kick out against number 12, Dark. So, Greenwich Aquatics with the ball. Number 9, Mason Freeman with the ball. Mason takes the shot, missed shot. Kick up is over. I think that's 3 on number 12, so he's being replaced by number 2, Dark. 3:40 left in the period. Number 2, James Chang with the ball. Greenwich High School winning 8-7. James with the ball. Passes to number 7, Steph. Passes to number 14, Nicholas Skolmeyer, who passes it in number 3, Marcus. Turnover. Ball under, caused by number 3, Jack Delane. 3:20 left in the period. 8-7 Greenwich High School. James looks at the ball. Greenwich Aquatics on the attack. James looking down pool. Passes to number 5, Michael Kapik. Number 9, White with the ball. Pass number 5, Michael Kapik. Goal scored by number 5, Michael Kapik. At 3:04, and the score is now tied 8-8. Greenwich High School and Greenwich Aquatics. Okay, 3 minutes left in the period, tied 8-8, 11 Chris Clean with the ball. Chris passes to number 16, Felix Flaxstead. Felix passed the ball on to 13, Andrew Lowe. I've got an offensive foul, turnover, Greenwich Aquatics ball. Pass the ball to number 10, Ben Atkinson, guarded by 7, Steph Triant. Ben with the ball. Passes up to number 2, Luke Mendelson, guarded by Felix Flaxstead. Felix makes a nice play. Nice play by Felix Flaxstead to get the turnover. Greenwich High School ball, 2:35 left in the period. Pass that to number 2, James Chang, guarded by Michael Kapik. James with the ball. Looking to 13, Angelo. Michael makes the steal. Again, nice play, Michael Kapik. 2:25 left in the period. Greenwich Aquatics with the ball. Passes back to James. James pushes ahead to 10, Ben, guarded by 7, Steph. Ben with the ball. Pass number 2, Luke Mendelson. Ordinary foul, guarded by 16, Felix Flaxstead. Pushes it in to Jack Delane, to Mason Freeman. Ball back to Ben. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Back to Mason Freeman. Pass it into Adam Blum. And the goal scored by Adam Blum off the pass for Mason Freeman. It is now 9-8 Greenwich Aquatics.
I'll tell you, just, a nice assist and then right off the fingertips and push it in.
Exactly. 2 minutes left in the period. Number 11, Chris Clean with the ball. Greenwich High School now losing 8-9. Chris swims it up. Chris passes number 16, Felix Flaxstead. Felix is guarded by 2, Luke Mendelson. Passes it into number 13, Andrew Lowe. Ordinary foul. Got to retrieve the ball. So 14 seconds left in the shot clock. Ordinary foul. Greenwich High School's resetting. Pass it back to number 11, Chris Clean. Chris draws the ordinary foul. Chris passes number 7, Steph. 6 seconds left in the shot clock. You're going to have to shoot that, Steph. 3 seconds left. Steph takes the shot because the shot clock was winding down. 1:30 left in the period. 9-8 Greenwich Aquatics winning. 1:30 left. James is holding on to the ball. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass to number 9, Mason Freeman. Mason guarded by 13, Andrew Lowe. Jack Delane. Nice save made by Carson Miles off the tough backhand by Jack Delane. Carson passed the ball ahead to 16, Felix Flaxstead. Felix passed to number 13. Oh, my goodness, they had a shot. 1 minute left in the period. Greenwich Aquatics trying to counterattack the other way. Greenwich High School getting back. Number 3, Marcus on the ball against number 9, Mason. Steal made by Andrew. Oh, he gets it back. Close game. Okay, Luke with the ball. Pass it to Ben Atkinson. Guarded by number 16, Felix Flaxted. Ordinary foul. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Passes it to number 7, Adam Blum. Missed shot. 39 seconds left. So, timeout called by Sam Bass, which is smart. He needs to get a play in to get a goal as Greenwich High School's down by 1.
Absolutely. And for those of you who are curious, including my wife, who's now texted me twice, the aspect ratio of the phone does not. Actually, Mike, you could tell people what's going on. I've said it several times.
Yeah, unfortunately, folks, this is our first attempt at using our new live stream technology with this provider, and we're still working out the kinks. Unfortunately, we're not able to change the aspect ratio to show the length of the pool. So if you have 2 iPhones, you can simulate it, but this is unfortunately where we are right now. So.
Yeah, and just a little bit of video streaming history. There's been consolidation in the industry, and Livestream, which is a service that many of us have used here in Greenwich for quite some time, they were actually acquired by the company whose product you're watching right now. This is Vimeo. And I do also want to just mention, please follow our feed. We'll notify you of games that we have going on. But if we turn the phone sideways, then everyone is going to get seasick. It looks great to me and to Mike, but it doesn't look so great to all of you. So that is the problem, unless you want to lie down and watch the game for the last 39 seconds. So this is why we're doing it like this. Okay, let's wrap it up.
All right, coming out of the timeout, looks like Greenwich High School is removing their goalie. Chris Clean with the ball, number 11, pass to number 16, Felix Flaxted. Felix passed the ball in, and I have a 5-meter drawn against somebody, and I don't know who. I'm trying to figure out who it's against. The 5-meter is against, I don't know who. All right, there's a 5-meter against somebody on Greenwich Aquatics. I don't know. Greenwich High School is getting the penalty shot. Looks like number 11, Chris Clean's going to take the penalty shot. So number 11, Chris Clean's going to take the penalty shot. Goal scored by number 11, Chris Clean, to tie the game. That was a clutch shot.
Clutch shot, absolutely. Everything's on the line. 28 seconds left to go in the 4th and final period. The score is tied 9-9. This is water polo.
This is outstanding.
Now, I don't recall if we are going to will we go into sudden death?
That's a good question. We might be able to yell to the referee down there and ask him.
Hopefully, because it's kind of the time that it is, the coaches and the refs can make the call. So,
hey, ref, who was the 5-meter on? Do you remember? Okay. Okay, so Greenwich Aquatics is going to have time to hold for a final shot. Coach Gabriel Maldonado and Coach Sam Bass are matching wits, offense, defense. Be interesting to see what they draw up. I'm kind of hoping we get another period. This has been fun.
Another period, or I'd love sudden death. I'm all about that.
I hear you. Okay, so Greenwich Aquatics is getting set up. In the pool, I've got, well, I'll just call it out because I'm running out of energy. I'm out of work. I'll call it out as it happens. Sorry, guys. Exactly. Okay. James passed the ball to number 9, Mason Freeman. Passed the ball to number 2, Luke Mildelson. Luke swims up. Exclusion against 11 Dark.
15 seconds. Within 10.
Block made. Missed shot. Oh my goodness, 1 second left. And at the end of regulation, the score is tied 9-9.
Shootout? Let's see. Possibly.
So I'm not sure how we're going to resolve it using high school rules. I mean, I guess we have three options. You could do a shootout, you could do an extra period, you could do sudden death.
Correct.
We're kind of in the dark on this as well as everybody else, I'm afraid.
And just so we know, we picked up 2 viewers in the last 10 seconds. So word is getting out.
Outstanding.
Tied. If you're just tuning in, Greenwich Aquatics and Greenwich High School, these teams have battled back and forth in 4 periods. And after the play, we're at 9-9, tied. They'll do a 3-minute session.
Okay, that's it. 3 minutes. All right, so we're having an extra period that's 3 minutes. Of course, I didn't make room on the score sheet for that, so note to self, always add room for an extra period next time. But hey, it's like a baseball again. It's not a baseball card unless you've actually scribbled on the edges and run out of room for players, so outstanding. Okay, it looks like in the pool for Greenwich Aquatics, we're going to have number 9, Mason Freeman, number 7, Adam Blum, number 5, Michael Kapik, number 11, Austin Nelson. Oh, well, it's a shootout. All right, well then I take that back. I apologize.
It looks teed up like it is a shootout.
Okay.
This teachable moment. It's always fun.
So I wonder what the 3 minutes is for.
Let's see.
All right, folks, we're betting on a shootout happening right now.
The tension is palpable, Michael.
In the room. It is.
Palpable.
It is. So,
All right, so first up.
it's going to be number 2, James Chang. And we're going to move, folks, because we want to not miss anything. So in goal, looks like James Walker for Greenwich Aquatics. Number 2, James Chang for Greenwich High School is going to take the shot. First goal is scored by James Chang.
We picked up 4 more viewers.
Okay, first up for Greenwich Aquatics is number 9, Mason Friedman. Goal scored by Mason Freeman. So it is now 1-1 in the shootout. Next up, number 11, Chris Clean. Goal scored by number 11, Chris Clean. 2-1 Greenwich High School. Number 5, Michael Kapik taking the shot for Greenwich Aquatics. Goal scored by Michael Kapik. 2-2. Third person up for Greenwich High School is going to be number 7, Steph Triant. Again, James Walker in goal for Greenwich Aquatics. Steph takes the shot. Missed shot, just wide. Okay, next up for Greenwich Aquatics is number 7, Adam Blum. Carson Miles in goal for GHS. Goal scored by Greenwich Aquatics. GA is now winning 3-2. Okay, next up for Greenwich High School is number 17, Jackson Steele. Goal scored by Jackson Steele. It's now 3-3. Next up for Greenwich Aquatics is number 11, Austin Nelson. Goal scored by Austin Nelson. Okay, next up for Greenwich High School is number 16, Felix Flaxstead. GHS needs to score this goal. Felix scores. So now it is 13-13, and it comes down to the final shot by number 10, Ben Atkinson. Greenwich Aquatics needs to score to win. Oh, the shot is missed. Why not? These teams have played so close the entire time.
So we're going to go back into it now. Let's see.
So technically, both teams made 4 shots of the 5 in the penalty shootout. So it is now 13-13 because there's 9-9 of regulation. So are we doing another complete round?
Till we win.
Gotcha. So now it's sudden death. Number 2, James Chang with the ball. James scores the goal. Next up is number 9, Mason Friedman. Goal scored by Mason. 14-14. Next up, number 11, Chris Colleen. Goal scored by Chris Colleen. Next up, for Greenwich Aquatics, Michael Kapik. Goal scored by Michael Kapik. Next up, for Greenwich High School, number 7, Steph Triant. Save made by James Walker. So next up for Greenwich Aquatics is number 7, Adam Blum. Carson Miles in goal. Adam scores the goal, and that's the end of the game. Greenwich Aquatics wins in extra shootouts, 16-15.
So we'll leave it there. Tomorrow's broadcast is at 1:15. It will be Greenwich High School versus Brunswick. These are the JV squads. So please follow us on Vimeo. We'll hopefully get the aspect ratio fixed. If not, be ready to kind of watch a tall and skinny battle.
Great. And special, again, thanks to our volunteers, Trudy Clark, for taking all the photos, and Rich, certainly, for you taking the time to set this up.
And Mike, great job in commentating. Thank you so much. People, all week, I was getting notes from people saying, we're really looking forward to commentating. So happy to do it.
Great.
So that'll leave it here on Friday night.
Signing off. Thanks, everybody. Have a good evening. Again, final score 16-15. GA beats GHS at Greenwich High School.